Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. Of course, if you have not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. I should really welcome myself back because I have not filmed in quite some time, but you guys know I'm just like kind of an inconsistent bitch, so that's how we're gonna roll. Today we're gonna be talking about my current favorites in makeup. I think everything I have is pretty much, yeah, makeup. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of my current favorites, then just keep watching. All right, guys, so as I said, you guys know that I am kind of inconsistent. I am not the channel for you if you're looking for consistency, not right now anyway, maybe in the future. I just have a lot going on in my life, but I wanted to get on here and film some of my favorites because I haven't done that in such a long time, and I love favorites videos. I always have loved them. So I wanted to share some of my favorites since I haven't done that for a long time. Some of these are newer things in beauty, some of these are older things in beauty, so it's kind of like a mix-up of just my favorite things. Let's start out actually, what can I start out with? Let's start out with a primer. So a primer I have been using pretty much every single day. Besides my Alamasca primer, I didn't bring that one out, but I do use that one a lot. It's kind of like the mixture of like the brightening and like their veil powder, but one that I've been using that's super affordable is actually from Wet n Wild. It's the Photo Focus Dewy Face Primer. This guy right here, it's just like a little white packaging. It comes with 25 mils of product. I think I paid like under $5 for this, and it's just beautiful. I love this product. It comes out, it's kind of like a champagne-y tone. I'll just put like a little bit on the back of my hand so it's right there, and you just kind of like blend it out. I just use my fingers to blend it out, and it just gives like a nice bit of dew to the skin with a little bit of like highlight, but it's nothing too crazy. So I think it gives you like a nice, more like blinding look, but nothing too insane. Like, it's not a liquid highlighter, it's definitely a mix, and this is really beautiful to mix in with a moisturizer as well if you want to add a bit of moisture to this, because I don't find this on its own is super moisturizing, but I love it underneath my foundation. It does give a little bit of a tackiness to it upon application, so I do find it helps to kind of stick my makeup down really well, but I really enjoy this. It's under $5. You can of course pick this up at Walmart, Walgreens, if you're in Canada, probably Shoppers you could get this, also Walmart. There's tons of places to get this at any drugstore, so I would highly recommend checking this guy out. All right, so let's hop right into foundation, guys. Foundation. So I have two. One that I'm going to mention is high-end, and one is kind of like in the middle ground. The one I'm going to mention right now, though, is one that I am currently wearing. I've been wearing this like almost every single day for the past 2 weeks. Like, I just love this so much. It's kind of like a new, or not a new product, but it's kind of like an old product that I fell back in love with. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. So this is what this looks like. You do get, I wear the shade, by the way, 3 Fair, and you do get 40 mils or 1.4 fluid ounces of product in this little guy. So you actually get 10 mils more than you do in a normal foundation. Of course, this is, I think, like the $50 range in Canadian dollars, so it is a pricier formula, but I love this product. I think it's one of the best foundations that I own, and like I said, I wasn't wearing this for a while, and I went back to it, and I like it more than when I first started wearing it. I'm not sure why, but I think this just gives the perfect amount of like dewy glowiness to the skin, which I personally enjoy. If you are oily, I don't think this would be a foundation for you. I think this is more for someone with more dry to normal skin. If you are combo, you might be able to get away with this, but I would recommend using a mattifying primer and powders and things like that, of course. But I like this. This is kind of like a light to medium coverage. I would say I can build this to a nice medium coverage though, and I just think it looks so natural and glowy and fresh on the skin. It lasts on me really well, and it doesn't settle as much into fine lines as many other foundations do for me. So I think this is such a good one. If you guys have the money and you want to splurge on a product, I think this is also really great for summer. I do believe, does it have an SPF in it? I'm not sure if it has an SPF in it, but it kind of, For some reason I thought it did, but maybe it doesn't. I'll have to check that for you guys. But I love this one. I think it's totally worth the price point. Like, it's one of my favorite foundations right now. Like I said, I've been having a hard time using other foundations. So if you think this might be something that's up your alley, I would definitely check it out. And then the other foundation that I grab for quite frequently as well. This is by a smaller company. I guess you could call them an indie brand. It's by Denona Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. It does have a pump on it. You can tell it is well used. You get in here 40 mils, also 1.4 fluid ounces. So you get more than a typical foundation, the same as the Charlotte Tilbury. I have the shade 103, I believe is the shade that I have. This is a very limited shade range, I will warn you, and they all kind of lean yellow toned, so just be aware of that if you are looking for your perfect kind of match. That's the one thing I wish they had a little bit more cool tones, because I am more of a cool tone person, but I can get away with this one, and I really love the finish of this. It kind of has like a satin, more like a natural finish on the skin, and again, this one is super long wearing. I would say this is like a medium to full coverage foundation as well, so if you're looking for more high coverage, you may prefer this one over the Charlotte Tilbury. And I believe this only retails for $29 Canadian. It's on the Denona Cosmetics website. I will link that down below if you haven't heard tell of them. I believe they ship quite a few, like worldwide, like quite a few locations worldwide. So, and this is actually a foundation, or a company, sorry, that is really close to where I live. Like the owner actually lives in St. John, New Brunswick. So this one's close to my heart because it is such a local company. I think that's like super amazing. And this is such a good foundation. By the way, I didn't even mention the name. It is the only foundation. This one does have an SPF as well of 15. So I like this one. I think it's great. It's long lasting. It has a nice, like I said, natural kind of satin finish, and it does dry down nicely. I do set this one. I just prefer to set my foundations always, but I love this. I think it lasts an amazing amount of time, and I think you should definitely check out this foundation. All right, so let's go into a setting powder. Oh my goodness. Only setting powder I have been using. This is from Lawless Beauty. If you guys follow me on Instagram, my Instagram, by the way, is at Shannon Shaw's Beauty. You'll know that I use this powder like all the time. Powder is called the Seal the Deal Loose Setting Powder. It looks like this. Mine is a little bit dirty because I literally use this all the time. It just has a black top. The one that I get, there's 3 options. There is like an ivory option, I think, like a classic translucent ivory option. And then there is, what's that one up? There is like a more deep toned one for deeper skin tones. I get the brightening translucent. I love this. This is so brightening underneath the eyes. I like this even just to set my face. I just find it gives me such a beautiful finish to my skin. It's not too drying, which I appreciate. There's a lot of product in here. Like, this is filled right to the top when you get it. You do get 30 grams or 1.05 ounces. You can get this on the Lawless Beauty website, or of course on Sephora. So basically you open this up and all the powder is right at the top. You just shake it out. It easily comes out. There's no like netting or anything blocking it, which I personally prefer because I like to be able to grab powder. So this one comes out really easily. I have been using this for so long and I still have so much product left. So I would highly recommend checking this out. It is on the pricier end, of course, because it is sold at Sephora, and Lawless is kind of on the higher end, but I think this one is well worth it. Like, I will probably repurchase this when I run out because I love this powder that much. All right, let's talk about a makeup fixing spray that I like this. I've been using this a lot. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. I love green tea. I love rose water. If you don't like those scents, I would not go for this. This is definitely more rose scented. So if you don't like rose scented sprays, I wouldn't go for this one. I will say definitely make sure you shake this guy up before you use it. It does recommend doing that as well. I like the green top. Pixi always has awesome packaging. The sprayer's not bad. I do think the sprayer could be a bit more fine, but I still don't have a big issue with any like blops or like marks going on my face from this one, so I can stand that part. I just like this one. There's 80 mils of product, 2.7 fluid ounces. I think it smells nice. It definitely refreshes my skin, and it kind of gives me a little bit of illumination to my skin, I feel, or a little bit of glowiness back after I put the powders on. That's what I like to use my facial mist for. I like to have a little bit of life brought back to my skin so it doesn't look so dry. So I enjoy this one. Pixie did send this over to me, so thank you, Pixie. This came in one, I think the rose package that they sent out with all the rose products, but I really love this. So if you're looking for like a makeup spray that's kind of like, this is like mid price range, I would definitely check this one out. Okay. Let's do a face palette. So I did a whole video on this Physicians Formula Casey Holmes Butter Collection saying that I didn't think I would use this a lot. I don't like the packaging. I still don't like the packaging. It's too bulky. But I'm going to talk about two products in here that I do really like. So I like the Deep Bronzer and the Copper, what is this one called? Copper Cabana Blush. So these two products right here in particular are the ones that I like out of this. I don't use the highlight often because it's super glittery, and I don't use the eyeshadows a lot. But I love the Deep Bronzer and I love the Copper Cabana Blush. That blush is like stunningly beautiful. It blends out so well. It has sheen to it, but not too much. And the Deep Bronzer I actually find works on my skin. I'm wearing it right now. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's one of those bronzers, I mean, really, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers are amazing. They have an amazing formula. I think this one is beautiful because it can kind of work for me when I'm pale, but also work for me transitioning in the summer because it's one of those bronzers that's easily buildable. I can put a light hand on when I'm light like this and it looks beautiful, or I can kind of pile it on in the summer when I'm a bit deeper and it still shows up. So for me, I love those products. I love Casey, so I don't mind featuring this, but I would say if you bought those two separately, I believe Copper Cabana is now available separately in a blush, like the Butter Blush formula, and of course the Deep Bronzer is available in the Butter Bronzer formula. So if you want to pick those up, you can get them individually, or if you see this and it's on sale even, definitely pick it up. I think when it's on sale, it's definitely worth it, and I loved the perfume that came in this. So I've been using this like every single day. I always grab for it. It's just in my makeup stuff and I'm like, oh, I'll grab that. It has everything I need. I'm very much that type of person, so I really like this. I've been using it a ton. And let's quickly go into highlights and try to get through these as quick as possible because I have 3 highlights. I have 3 highlights. All right, so one is from an indie brand called Give Me Glow Cosmetics. You guys have probably heard of them or seen them on Instagram. I'll link all of this down below. This is called a Give Me Glow Luminous Highlighter. And this is the shade, it does have a mirror in here, by the way. This is the shade Porcelain Peach. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, I love this highlighter so much. And it's so like creamy, like that's like what it looks like. And we'll just go, oh yeah. Like look at that highlight, guys. It is just such a beautiful highlighter. Like it's soft. It feels so beautiful on the skin. It's like this perfect kind of peachy, pinky, champagne-y tone. It's kind of one of those highlighters too that's really unique. Like I don't see this shade a lot. So beautiful. Give Me Glow has tons of highlighters. I also have Halo from them, which is stunning. They have a lot of kind of like duochrome highlights. If you want to check them out, like I said, I'll link them down below, but they have tons of different highlighters. They have eyeshadows, beautiful formula. I would highly recommend these. Like I want to get more highlights from them actually. They actually have a highlighting palette that I'm like, oh, I need that in my life, but beautiful formula if you've been curious about checking them out. I know there's a lot of Instagram brands out there, which I think a lot of people relate them to. So definitely check them out. They're really good. All right, another highlighter that I'm going to talk about is from Natasha Denona. This is the Super Glow formula, not to be mixed up with her first formula, which is a little bit more on the natural side. This is the Super Glow. It does have just plastic packaging. It's really pretty. It does have a mirror, and that's the shade. I have the shade, what color did I get? 01 Fair. I believe there is a light shade, and then there is also a deeper shade as well. Let me just do a swatch of this one. Oh, it's so pretty. I'll put this one beside the Give Me Glow just so you get an idea of the difference. The Give Me Glow one is a little bit more on the peach pink side. This one has kind of like a pink and ivory tone. It's right here. And it's definitely less vibrant, I think, than the Gimme Glow, but it's still vibrant on the skin. So both are really beautiful, but that's kind of what they look like. I like both of these formula-wise, and I think they both give a nice glow. I think this one is just a bit, the Natasha Denona one's a bit softer, but it still gives you that kind of impactful highlight if you're into that, and you can build it up to be blinding or you can make it more subtle. So I love this one. I actually want the light shade because I like this one so much. But, you know, we're not going to go for that. So another one I'm going to talk about actually is in a palette. This is the Pure Bronze and Brighten palette. This actually came in a BoxyCharm. And it comes with, it has like a, I guess, a shimmery bronzer, which I don't really use. And then it has the blush, which is beautiful. That blush, what is it called? Blushing Glow. And then they have the highlighter, which is called Afterglow. Oh, guys, this highlighter is so stunning. So stunning. Like, let me just take a swatch of that. Look at that. Look at that. This one's more of a golden highlight, and it's this one right here. Like, look at that highlighter. Such a beautiful one. And you know what I just realized? I just bought the new Afterglow highlighter. Is this the same highlight that's in this palette? Is it the same? Now I'm like, did I just buy the same friggin'? I don't think so though. This one looks more golden than the new Afterglow one that came out, so maybe it's just the same name. It is beautiful though, but I love this highlight. I have it on currently. Can you tell? It's so stunning. Love it. I just started using this again, and this palette is beautiful. I don't care for the bronzer because it's too shimmery, but I love the blush and the highlight, and I am now curious if this is the exact same highlight as the one I just bought. But we'll find out. Either way, I'm going to use either because it looks beautiful. This one definitely looks more golden though than the one I have. The other one's very golden, but it has a little bit more of that white tone to it, kind of like the Anastasia at Beverly Hills Amorisi one. So I'll have to compare them. I'll have to do swatches and see if they're the same to see if you need that one or if you already have it in this palette. Huh! We'll have to check that out. All right, guys, so we're going to breeze through a couple more things, and then we're going to call it quits on this video. So let's go into lip products, actually. One I'm going to talk about is from MAC Cosmetics. It is a Cremesheen lipstick. Unfortunately, I don't think they sell this anymore. I won't talk about this one a lot. It was part of the Shiny Pretty Things collection that came out, I think, around Christmas time, and it's the shade Babetown. Oh, my goodness. I think I mentioned this before. That's the shade right there. I love the Cremesheen formula from MAC, and that color, it's just like the perfect kind of like beige, kind of light mauve-y pink tone. I don't know. I just love this one. It's so good. I love the Cremesheen MAC formula, so if you like that formula, you'll like that one. Quickly, I'm going to mention the Physicians formula, the Mora Butter Lip Creams. I hate the packaging. It's messy. The product could be a little bit stiffer, but I love these. I do wear these quite often just because it's kind of that balmy stick formula, similar to what a lot of companies are coming out with right now, like the Marc Jacobs one. There's a few different ones. I think Dior just came out with one. I think these are good. I don't think these are amazing, but I like them. And like, I know some people don't like them, but I do like them. So I'm mentioning them in this video anyway because I have been wearing them a ton. And then also recently a refound love for me is the Bare Minerals. I think these are the Gen Nude Buttercream Lip Glosses, and I have the shade Particular Groovy. Such a good formula, guys. This is like the perfect nude lip gloss. Like, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh my god. It's like a lip lacquer, really. So if you like that kind of like heavy, more opaque, it does have a little sticky feel, but nothing too crazy. I love these. It's a lip lacquer to me, a lip lacquer gloss. It's the perfect nude shade. I wear this one all the time over top of like liquid lipsticks to kind of make my lips a little bit more creamy. So if you like that kind of formula, you'll love that. And that color's like, it's perfect for everyone. All right, so we are down to, let's do eyeshadow palettes. I do want to talk about a mascara, the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes Mascara. Love it. I did a whole video on it, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it. I will throw it up in the cards in one of these corners if you guys want to check out that video. Volume, length, love it. I like the sleek packaging. It's just a good formula. I've been using this for like probably a month now, and I love it. I think it's really, really good. So another product I've been loving for brows is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So this has a pen on one side. That's my favorite part of this, is the pen. And then it does have a kind of precise like micro pencil. Okay, so I love the liquid side. I like the pencil, but it's not my favorite pencil. I do use it a ton though, just because it's with this. So I'd like to see them reformulate the pencil side, but the pen side is amazing and I've been using it a ton. The shade I've been using is Brown Sugar. I actually could go up a shade, but I like this a lot, and I know that because I literally have been wearing this every day. So I think it's really good. If you're looking for something like this, I would check it out. And then eyeshadow palettes. I have the... You guys are gonna laugh at me. I wasn't gonna buy this, and then I ended up buying this freaking product, and I use it all the time in the morning. I have the Sultry palette from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. So we'll open her up. You guys have probably seen her before. She does have the brushes in there. So I'll try to cover that actually. So there are these shades. Beautiful, beautiful. It does come with that little like brush in it, like all of her palettes. I love the packaging. It's so gorgeous. This is a cool toned neutral palette. It does have that pop of coral, which I use a lot. I just like this. It blends like all of the Anastasia formulas other than the what is that palette? This Subculture. Yeah, so it blends better than that. But essentially it's like all of her other palettes. I'm sorry if my lighting just like got crappy because my little light that I had stood up died, but yeah, I love this. I think it's a great palette for every day. If you like more cool tone neutral looks, check this one out. And then if you like more fun colors, I recently revisited the BH Weekend Festival palette. I know they just came out with a new one, but I like this one so much. These are the shades. Beautiful. They are beautiful shades. Lots of shimmers, mattes, metallics. This palette is just so good for the price point. This is so inexpensive. You can probably get it for like 10 to 15 bucks at the moment, or even less if they are having a sale, which BH typically always has sales. It is just a beautiful, beautiful palette. These blend, like the mattes are insanely pigmented. Like this orange and pink, like they're just all pigmented, beautiful. I like the shimmers, great lasting power on these, and it's so inexpensive. So if you're looking for a more colorful palette, even though this isn't brand new, I would check this one out because it is a beautiful, beautiful kind of colorful palette that you can get very inexpensively. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of the video. I think I got my lighting back a little bit. Sorry, I'm kind of filming when like the sun is going down and in a different location, if you notice, just because I wanted to sit down instead of stand. But yeah, it's not going to be my new filming location. I know the lighting is not amazing. But yeah, guys, that's all of my favorites that I had picked out for you guys, all my current beauty favorites. Let me know if you guys have any of these products, if you like these products, what products are your favorites right now, new or old. I've actually been trying to use a lot of my older products and like dive back into them since I'm not using all my makeup. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you're happy that I came back to YouTube. Oh, just ignore me. Okay, hit the bell down below, the notification bell, if you want to stay up to date with my videos so you don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button if you want to become part of my little YouTube family. Follow me on social media as well, at Shannon Shaw's Beauty on Instagram. That's the best place to like keep up to date with me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.